This is Karen Ranzi, and my talk today is on what does a 61-year-old raw vegan do for exercise? Well, I used to think that just eating raw food was enough, but it really isn't, and many people come into the raw food movement thinking that they don't need to exercise anymore. And you definitely need to be getting daily exercise in order to be healthy. So as a 61-year-old, some of the things I love to do are going for long hikes, jumping on a rebounder, and practicing yoga. So I'm going to show you a couple of the things that I enjoy, and these are things that build up your stamina, help you to get good sleep, and we really need to do these things on a daily basis. So I try to do something every day for at least an hour, sometimes more. Sometimes I go hiking for 4 hours. So the first thing that I'm going to show you is some of my yoga, a couple of yoga positions that I enjoy. And the first one is the crow. So here I am on my yoga mat, and I'm going to show you one of my favorite yoga postures called the crow. And I'm in a malasana position, and I am going to take my hands and press down, and I'm going to put my thighs onto my elbows, and I'm going to press in and hold my feet up. Pretty long yoga position, right? Next, I'd like to show you my headstand. Sometimes I like to stand on my head for as much as 5 minutes. The blood flow into your head is really a good thing. And in fact, there was a speaker, Dr. Robert Lockhart, at the Woodstock Fruit Festival, who talked a lot about inversion exercises and going anti-gravity. Very important for your body, and probably on a daily basis as well. So I like to do the headstand. I also love jumping on a rebounder, which is like a mini trampoline. And I do this at least 4 or 5 times a week for about a half an hour. And I have a pretty much set routine so that I know what I'm doing each time. When I first go on, I do 100 arm lifts. Then I do another 100 chest exercises. Then after that, I do 400 jumping jacks. And then after that, I do 70 up and down with the weights. These are 10-pound weights, 5 in each hand. So while I'm jumping, I just do light weights. So, and I only do up and down with the weights. I don't do back and forth this way because it's important that they go in the same direction that I'm jumping. One time I snapped my shoulder when I was doing it horizontally. So I keep everything vertical. So after these 70, then I go up and down for another 70. Then I put my weights down and I do another 100 jumping jacks. So that brings me to a total of about a half an hour. So it's a great exercise workout. The rebounder is wonderful for the lymphatic system. I've gone onto the rebounder with a headache and actually come off of it without the headache. So it's a great, great exercise. So I'm going to just show you a little bit of how I do the weights on here. So I am here at one of my favorite places. It's called the Celery Farm, and it's in Allendale, New Jersey. I used to pass this place and not even know it existed. It's actually a wetlands right in the middle of suburbia, and it's fantastic. It's like 5 minutes from my home, and it's a great place to go walking. I love walking and hiking. I'd say I go hiking at least 4 to 5 times a week for an hour, sometimes more. Sometimes I go for 2 or 3 hours, and that's a big part of my exercise program, and you should always do the exercise that you love. And I also find that hiking in nature for me is very meditative. I love that I have nature and animals all around me. And I also walk up to a lookout tower, and I spend time meditating up there when I'm here at the Celery Farm. So come along with me. You can see what I mean. It is just so beautiful up here. There's this beautiful lake and all of the cattail weeds and this whole wetlands up here. So I go hiking and then I spend time here just looking out at this beautiful scenery and just meditating on nature. All part of what I do for exercise.